Adams, and I'm a Christian commentator and a Christian lifestyle mentor. Today I'm going to be interviewing Miss Beverly Powell. Miss Beverly is a Christian parenting coach, and she's a graduate of Winthrop University and Light University Online. She currently works with the CHAMPS program in Clinton, South Carolina, and with the Lawrence County School District. Miss Beverly is also an author. She's authored a book entitled Fruit of the Womb Prayers, Prayers for Expecting Moms, and you can find out more information about Miss Beverly on the link that I'm going to post below, and you can find out information about ordering her book as well. But Miss Beverly, I am so excited to have you with us today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it very much.
Well, today we're going to be discussing a topic that I have such a strong interest in, and I had to have Miss Beverly here because she's very knowledgeable on the subject matter. Well, I'm interested in Christian parenting, coaching, on a professional level, but also personal level. Personally, I'm not married and I don't have any children, but I do believe in preparing and, building up skills and knowledge. Professionally and spiritually, I'm interested in it because of understanding. And that's why I have Miss Beverly here with us today. We're going to be discussing children, parenting, and the prophetic. Today I have about 45 questions that I'm going to ask you. Is that okay, Miss Beverly?
Yes, it is.
Okay, we're going to start off talking about bullying, and I'm going to share some stories that happen in the media, so I'm just going to go over a few highlights. The first incident happened in 2008 that I'm going to discuss, and it involves the case of Victoria Lindsay. Now, Victoria was 16 at the time, and she was lured into a friend's home, someone she trusted, and she was ganged up on by a group of girls her age. They severely beat Victoria, and they videotaped it and put it on YouTube. They were charged. Victoria, did survive that, but it was very traumatic for her. In 2012, there's the case of Felicia Garcia, and Felicia was a beautiful young lady. She was a freshman in high school, and Felicia made some untasteful decisions at a party that she had gone to, and that involved members of the football team. Well, because of that, Felicia was severely bullied, both at school and online, social media. And, unfortunately, Felicia made a decision to end her life. She ended up jumping in front of a train to end her life, and that's very sad for us to hear that news. The latest case that I'm aware of happened last month, and I believe it was in California, and the young lady, her name was Kim Fawn, I believe. Her last name is Pham. And Kim was 23 years old, another beautiful young lady. Kim was celebrating with friends at a nightclub, and she was jumped on by a group of women whom she did not know. She was standing outside, apparently with her own group and minding her business, and apparently they jumped her, beat her, and killed her. So that is very sad to hear. Kim was a psychology graduate, and also her mother died when she was 5 years old, when Kim was 5 years old. But, she just has such fond memories of her mom. And, she was a breast cancer awareness advocate because her mom died of cancer. So it's just very sad that these young people, Miss Beverly, that their life ended so early on when they had such a bright future ahead of them. And, when I think about it, I think about the verse, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against powers and principalities. And so, Miss Beverly, I would like to have your opinion of where you think this behavior is coming from, and do you think there's a spiritual battle over the hearts and the lives of our children?
Well, Bailey, I've been a parent for a long time, 30 years, and I've really been involved with families, a lot of middle school children, and I've seen the teasing. I've seen the teasing, and a lot of times when I've talked with parents, that's one of the issues they've talked about. between their siblings, a lot of teasing. But what happens when the teasing goes too far and it becomes bullying? I'm reminded of a character in the Bible. His name was Jacob, and actually his name was translated as Joker or trickster. So he seemed to have gotten a lot of pleasure out of teasing his brother. The relationship with the teasing went so far, and it was so intense that at one point his brother actually said, "I am going to kill you." So it became that intense. What has to happen, I think, is that parents at home have to address the character when their children are teasing one another. It's great to have fun, for your children to have fun. It's great to, as adults, to have fun with each other. But where are the boundaries? Where do we stop with the teasing? When the person says, "No, I don't like that. That's hurting me," then it doesn't become teasing any longer. Someone is sort of jockeying, therefore, who's going to have control. And so usually the person who doesn't feel good about themselves, who gets some type of pleasure from instilling or inducing fear in this other person, find out that if this other person is a little bit weaker, they can gain the control, and things start to go too far. What parents have to do at home is start to address love. Start to address love and respect and valuing the other person. In our society today, yes, it is all about me. It's all about what makes me feel good. But parents, the earlier you address this in your home, don't tolerate teasing that has gone too far, even with your children. Stress the importance of valuing each other's relationship, strengthening the relationship at home, and also it is not to be tolerated bullying and teasing others outside the home. That's where the issue starts to address, is it becoming matters of the heart? 1 Corinthians 13 talks about there is faith, there is love, there is hope. The greatest of these is love. So yes, it does become a matter of the heart, where we do have to strengthen our children to really, really love themselves and respect others.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Beverly, for being with us today. And, I do agree as well that it is about love and, having that in our hearts. And we always have to guard our hearts, because we know that, our behavior comes from that.
Exactly.
So, I'm so glad that you are with us today. And if you will just join in with us on the next podcast, or the next, you may be seeing this video on YouTube, and the next episode we're going to be discussing social media, and we're going to be discussing some topics about forgiveness, about regret, and how to handle those emotions. So I'm so glad that everyone who had a chance to tune in today did tune in, and I hope that you're all very blessed. Bye-bye.
Bye.